fun? Come on! Yeah! Weather is shit outside, isn't it? It feels like that McDonald's Sprite weather out there right now when that wind hits you in the face. It hits you in the face, you're like, oh my God, where's my quarter pound of cheese? And some soggy ass fries, let's go. So this is like my 10th time doing stand-up now, so I'm still kind of learning, but our next show that we're doing is going to be at a senior center. I'm really excited about that one. I'm really excited. You know, statistically, about 65% of people that attend senior centers are widows because, you know, they're having a hard time. They lost their partner. It's tough, you know, 50 years married. You just want to go out and have some fun with your peers. So I've decided that whenever I go to do that show, I'm going to bring some Blue Chew. Because the show is on Valentine's Day. Do you guys know what Blue Chew is? Did anybody not know what Blue Chew is? Blue Chew is kind of like Viagra on crack. They say that you need to seek medical attention after 4 hours when you're on Viagra. If you're on Blue Chew for about 36 hours and you still got a boner, I think you're doing okay. So I decided that on Valentine's Day, I want to make the show at the Senior Center a big old fuck fest. I want to see some movements that I've never wanted to see before. Some gyrations, if you will. Some geriatric gyrations. She's telling me that she's recording me and she's like, don't move.
No gyration.
I'm doing some gyrations up here.
Yeah, that's about what it's like.
So, give you a little bit of background about my family. We're from West Virginia, my dad's side of the family. Good old honky-tonk ass hillbillies, right? Can I get a yee-yee to incest? Let's go! One time I went over to my buddy's house, and it was the first time I ever went to his house. And it was because I had to take a shit. Natural, right? So I'm like, dude, I really gotta go really bad right now. Can I please go into your bathroom? Pretty please, pretty please. So I go up, and he's telling his mom about me while I'm taking a shit. So that's pretty cool. And he's like, yeah, so Jimmy's a cool guy. You know, I've been hanging out with him for a while now. He's been drinking a lot of Jack Daniels with me. And Jack Daniels is why that guy got fired from his job, but you know. So we're up there, I'm taking my shit, and he's like, yeah, Jimmy's side of the family with his dad's from West Virginia. And she's like, oh my God, I think I have some family down there too. And you just hear me when I'm upstairs, and I just say, did somebody say something about West Virginia? Did somebody say something about my cousins and my brunkles? You guys know what a cousin and a brunkle is? Sister, cousin, brother, uncle. I know a thing or two about those. So what? What about Dairy Queen? He wanted me to talk about Dairy Queen hot dogs. Down in West Virginia, they have what's called a hillbilly hot dog. And it's just a hot dog with like chili and everything like that, and it's got coleslaw, and I don't know why you wanted me to talk about that. Anyway, nobody cares about the pinto beans. Everybody have some fun during the holidays. Anybody? Did you guys all get what you wanted for Christmas? Anything cool? What's your guys' favorite part about the holidays? Anybody? Your favorite part about Christmas? Food? What? When it's over, hell yeah. My favorite part about the holidays is eggnog. I love eggnog. And there's such a stigma to it. Whenever I was younger, I'd be hanging out with my friends and they'd be like, dude, why do you like that stuff? It's just thick and all that. And they started calling it like cum and everything. And I'm just like, it ain't that bad, guys, try it. And they're like, oh, it's like I'm taking a damn load. So, my dad is now a recovering alcoholic. Give it up for him. 4 days sober. 4 days sober, let's go. So, fun fact about him, whenever I was born, he was actually a Pentecostal pastor. And now, after that, he's like, oh fuck, I had 2 kids. He says, instead of praising the Lord, he decided to say, and the Lord came down with a 30-pack of Natty Light right for me. And a big old bottle of Jim Beam Red Stag. That shit sucks. So I work retail. Anybody else out there work in the retail field? Yeah, you guys work with me. You're my boss, Mike. So, working in retail, I've learned that the most infuriating thing in the entire world is old people. They'll come in and be like, my Facebook's hacked. Somebody got into my Gmail. You know, my favorite thing about that all is when they come in and they're just like, so somebody took my credit card information and some guy bought $500 worth of Amazon gift cards. And I just think to myself, I'm like, wow, that's fucking awesome. Because you got to buy a house for $50 and you're getting scammed out of $500 in Amazon gift cards. That's fantastic. Give it up for them. Recently, I learned a little bit about astrology. What sign are you guys? Anybody know your sign? Okay, hell yeah. So I recently found out, because I had no idea about this bullshit, that I'm an Aries. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. I was born April 19th, that's awesome. So, my girlfriend was telling me all about it, and it's pretty cool. So I asked her, I said, so honey, what's your sign? And she tells me she's a Cancer. So ever since then, I started calling her my little tumor. So, you know, that's the My Little Pony song. I just go around and be like, my little tumor, every day. And another thing about her, we've been together for about 4 or 5 years now. I can't keep track anymore. 4? Cool. Yeah, 4 years! 4 more years! 4 more years! She has irregular periods. Any of you ladies have anything like that? Irregular periods? Shit probably sucks. I can't relate. I got a penis, and it's pretty small. You ever seen a baby bird in its nest? That's kind of what my cock is. So, with her irregular periods, I only get to do this like 3 or 4 times a year because of this, and it's bullshit. Every time that she has her period, I start singing Even Flow by Pearl Jam. So, She'll be like, oh, it came today. I'll be like, well, I didn't. But I'll just go around and be like, for at least 3 or 4 days, and then it goes away for another 6 months. Penis. When I was 13 years old, I do what all 13-year-olds do, and I jerk off, right? We're not holding anything up here, we're just jerking off, having fun. Isn't that right, Mike? Hell yeah! So, we're jerking off, having a good time, and then, out of nowhere, my mom walks into my room. Classic story. So I yank it! And in that moment, I fracture it. I fractured my penis, everybody. Y'all ever had to deal with that? No? Okay, that's pretty cool. So I had to go to, what's that? That's pretty cool. Good for you, having a pussy, that's awesome. So of course, I go to the pediatrician, and at the time I was seeing a doctor named Dr. Negapractice. Anybody have him? Negapractice, cool guy, yeah. I used to go see Ragubathy, but then he stopped seeing me. Because for some reason I was uncultured, and I thought whenever I wouldn't take the throat culture, and he walked out of the room and he went, oh my God. I looked at my mom and I said, wasn't he supposed to say, oh my Allah there? And then I realized, and now that I'm a 28, almost 29-year-old man, I should have said, oh my Vishnu. But anyway, back to Dr. Negapractice, the other guy. So I go in there, and I'm like, well, he says, so Jimmy, what are you in for here today? I'm like, listen, Doc, I fucked up my dick pretty good. And he's like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, I think it's broken. So he's like, oh, no, I gotta immediately look at it and do a test. So he grabs it. He yanks it. And he this is how I remember, but I don't think this is how it went down. I thought he ran out of there and he's like, oh no, it is a fracture. I don't think that that's how it went down at all, but maybe that's how it went down. Let's see if I got anything else in.
Thought it was stand up.
You know what? Fuck it. There you go. You just ruined the joke. But so back to jerking off. Any fellas jerk off still? You know? Hell yeah. So I think I was like 14 at this time, and I got my urge, right? Everybody gets that urge. And I'm in my buddy's backyard. You ever just get horny when you're in a friend's backyard? No? Guess it was just me. That's trauma. Anyway, so I go into his garage, and I'm looking around, and I'm looking for something that I could use to, like, jerk it with, guys. So I see something that says lubricant. It's wonderful. It says lubricant in the garage. It's a can of what says WD-40. You guys know what WD-40 is, right? That's a damn good lubricant. So I start yanking it with the WD-40. And of course, I'm like, this isn't really working too well. It's not working well at all. So I'm keep yanking it with the WD-40. And then I'm like, it's not working, but you know what? I'm a trooper. I'm a champion. I'm gonna do this. I made it. I did it. Hell yeah. I came. So then I go inside and it's like, hey dude, why do you have lube in your garage? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, that can that said WD-40, it says lubricant on it. He's like, dude, you just used something. That's not lube, dude. And then that day, I learned WD-40 for locks, not cocks. Have a good night, everybody.